What's going on, y'all? Hope you guys are having a great day. And you see the title, man, self-control, discipline. Something that a lot of people lack in today's life. And if you think about it, man, a lot of people in today's life, man, they're not actually fulfilled. A lot of people are miserable. They're struggling. Or they made mistakes within their lives, right? And it all has something to do with discipline, with self-control at the end of the day. And if you look at all of our mistakes, most of our mistakes, man, I ain't gonna lie, it's done out of a lack of self-control. And the best things that people have achieved, when it comes to even people in the Bible, like Job, Jesus, these people had self-control, and in the end, they reap great rewards, man. They become successful, Job basically got all the goats, the sheep, the wife back, after losing, the crib back, all that good stuff. Basically, modern day cars, modern day money, whatever type of comparison you like to make with that, With self-control, man, it leads you down into success at the end of the day, And if you look at people, you gotta really ask the big question: why does everybody lack self-control? Even though they will 100% know, right, this thing is wrong, this thing has major consequences, this thing could lead down into many, many plot holes and setbacks and doors closed upon their face and doors they didn't even want to be open. You know what I'm saying? And it's really just because of the daily things that we consume and the things that we do out here in the physical, the things that we consume in the physical, it affects, if I'm saying that right, affects the spiritual side of things as well. You know what I'm saying? And what you consuming, right? Even when it comes to just what you're eating, right? And what you're doing to your body, your physical state, has something to do with how controlled your spirit will be over your flesh. Because a lot of people, their flesh is not necessarily tamed by their spirit yet. Their flesh is still wild and raging, It's raging out, It's not a tame beast yet, you know what I'm saying? So, the best way to build discipline, self-control in general, is just daily habits. It's what you're feeding yourself on a daily basis. You may have to cut off a little bit of this, a little bit of that. You may have to cut off the Mickey D's and the Wendy's and Sonic drive-thrus and chili hot dogs or whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? Because even within our food, it has something to do with self-control, with discipline, with our flesh. Because I remember when I was experimenting with fasting and stuff and staying away from certain things, I wondered, why does my body just gravitate towards these things so naturally, even though I'm trying to subconsciously within my mind for myself to stay away from that honey bun, to stay away from that oatmeal pie. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, like this is not normal. You know what I'm saying? This is not a coincidence. I feel these things for a reason. It's almost like I'm fighting against something, and I am fighting against something. My soul, my spirit was not tamed, and it didn't tame the flesh. And basically, walking in the spirit is basically just walking in the spirit. You basically operate off of what's inside of here instead of what's out of here. You know what I'm saying? Your fleshly desires and pleasures too much. Because when you're out of balance, you know what I'm saying, and your flesh outweighing the spiritual side, you're going to have to get the muscle up on this side so this can get weaker over here. You know what I'm saying? And now this side is dominating, and now has everything under control. And that's the main goal. That's the main root that you want to have. You know what I'm saying? So, but good habits, right? Reading your word, just reading books, you know what I'm saying? Studying, staying away from screens and stuff like that, staying away from processed foods, fast foods, easy foods, you know what I'm saying? Quick foods, eating more real food, whole food, you know what I'm saying? Fruits, vegetables, meats, real food, you know what I'm saying? And fasting in general, even going without food and just drinking water, or just limiting yourself in general to just eat fruits, whatever it may be on your fast, you know? Moving around, getting out of your comfort zone, putting yourself in uncomfortable situations, you know? Don't matter what it is. Like, if you don't like going in your backyard and moving around and exercising, just do it. You know what I'm saying? Anything that's just going to challenge you mentally, increase the intensity as time goes on. And eventually, you're going to develop the habit to, okay, walk in the spirit and not after the flesh, you know what I'm saying? And all this stuff, man. Because really, if you think about it, man, anything, when it comes to the flesh, it just makes us less, you know what I'm saying? It's not even leading us down to nowhere really good or anything. It's just wasting our time, money, and energy, you know, and hindering us from reaching the full potential and getting to the other side, reaching that door that we need to get to, you know. And, bro, self-control, too, is also one of the main reasons why people are successful. But a lack of self-control is also one of the main reasons why a lot of people struggle with so many things in the inside: pain, trauma, sins, you know what I'm saying? And just stuck in general. People who are just stuck in general. A lot of people, they just lack self-control. And without self-control, man, you can't even achieve love. You can't achieve patience. You can't achieve these things. You can't achieve these fulfilling things because a lot of people just don't want to put in the time. They don't want to go through the things that they have to go through to get to the other side, you know. Even when it comes to people who operate out of hatred, right? Even that, man. People who operate out of hatred, most of these people that I've seen who hate, right, who operate out of hatred, not all of them, you know what I'm saying? Because there's many reasons why a person could operate out of hate. They may be hurt or something, or they may see something that reminds them of something negative or something like that. But people that I've seen who operate out of hate, they lack discipline within their lives. They lack self-control. And then I see them reap the consequences of their actions, or they're not necessarily at where they want to be at in life. But if they see somebody who is disciplined, who does have self-control, they may envy that. They may hate that as well. You know what I'm saying? A lack of self-control leads to miserable and unfulfilled human beings. Not only that, it leads you to even just hurting yourself and destroying yourself in general. Most people, trauma, pain that was caused, and crazy stuff that happens in day-to-day life is literally being caused because somebody in that area or that person, wherever the context, the situation may be, it happens because people just lack self-control. They just lack discipline in general. And when it comes to discipline, man, it's a muscle that must be built. It will take time. You just have to put in some faith within yourself and put in some effort and just move forward and just keep going. No matter how many times you fold or mess up, it doesn't actually matter. As long as you constantly, consistently trying, you're eventually going to become very, very disciplined as well. And one of the feats that I've gained throughout my time, you know what I'm saying, building my discipline up throughout my years since I was like 16, you know, 16 years old, I failed a lot of times. I relapsed a lot of times. I messed up a lot of times. There was a lot of days I skipped as well. But I never gave up, though. I kept the faith. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's important to walk by faith and not by sight. And as time went on, I become more consistent. I became more ambitious. I had more of a drive. And eventually I become stronger. And then I increased the intensity, you know what I'm saying? And things get harder, but at the same time, things are getting easier. Things are getting better because I'm learning how to adapt, back to back to back. Even though I increase the intensity, even though things get harder, at the same time, it gets easier because you are used to adapting. You are used to having self-control. You're used to having discipline in general. The path of discipline is just not giving up and just putting in the time. That's it. And my feats now, you know, like I have some pretty good feats, man. Like even when it comes to cold showers now, bro, I still take cold showers, and I'll be working, and folks be like, "Ooh, it's cold, it's cold, it's cold," and I'm not even affected. You know what I'm saying? Like small things like that, it just benefits me as well. And not only that, I also feel just more calmer in general, more chill. I feel more under control with everything. And it's good to have this strength within your mind, within yourself. And to have that, you know, it helps you to be more confident, to feel more fulfilled. And having self-control, it just leads you down to the path of love in general, you know. And having these feats, having these fruits, man, it inspires people, it helps people, it motivates people. You can be a light for people, you know, because the people within my life that I've seen who have displayed some feats of self-control were a light for me. They inspired me, they motivated me to do better and to amp up, you know. So, in general, you can't really do nothing without self-control. So you have to practice these things. This is like necessary for like basically everybody, you know. Most of the things that we fail in life is literally just because a lack of self-control, a lack of discipline. And people are not consistent and they give up, you know. And you don't necessarily have to build up your discipline like me. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to use cold showers and stuff like that. Just acknowledge God in all your ways. He's going to direct your path. And I'm pretty sure if you shoot up a prayer, man, he's going to put you in certain circumstances and situations and give you revelations and things to do accustomed for you, your build, your strength, and your weaknesses. You know what I'm saying? And you will become more disciplined, 100%. There's many ways to become disciplined. It's not just one way road to achieving great discipline, because some things in this life may be, you know, enjoyable for me, but might not be that enjoyable for you. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, or things may be hard for me, and some things may be easier for you to where it would even be discipline. You see what I'm saying? Like discipline, it can be in the simplest things like hobbies or something, or just playing a video game and you just don't give up. You don't give up. You just keep trying even though you get frustrated and you're tired of trying. You keep trying anyway. Like that's a form of discipline. You know what I'm saying? And that's also another feat I gained just through a simple hobby. You know, playing a game that's hard as hell that most people quit on, but I didn't quit on it. And then I kept playing it. I gained the levels. I beat the games, you know what I'm saying? Figuring out how the system works. And boom, I gained a whole new skill while playing the game, while at the same time gaining more self-control. That's why I said God will do something accustomed to you, because God can work literally through anything. He can bring good out of literally anything. You know what I'm saying? It really don't even matter, because to be honest with you, I think most of my self-control came from video games, to be honest. Because the type of game I play, it makes people rage a lot. A lot of people give up and quit. And the level I reached upon that game is like top 5%. And your mentality has to be a certain way to where, okay, you have to have some discipline. You got to have some type of a poised mind, a calm mind to even reach such levels and feats as well. You know what I'm saying? Because even on the game, a lot of people, the reason why they don't reach a certain level or even grow in the game in general when it comes to rankings is because they lack self-control, they lack discipline. Without self-control, without discipline, doors are gonna close in your face. And that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? And that's just a hobby that I used to do in my teenage years a lot. So it's like, yeah, man. So yeah, you can literally find discipline through anything. Even now, bro, it's cold outside, right? Maybe on the younger side, you can go outside and exercise and work out. Most people are not doing that. That's discipline. That's discipline right there. Like, you can find literally anything that is going to be of a challenge to you. Clean your room if it's hard for you to do that. You know what I'm saying? Literally anything. Find what is accustomed to you and study yourself and talk to God about it, and just be real with yourself, accept who you are, and put everything on the layout, you know what I'm saying, and do the little check marks and figure out what needs to be done, because that's what I did with myself. I did that with my eating habits, with the way I think, how I carry myself, you know, all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I'm done talking on this video, though. Hope you guys are having a blessed day. And I'm about to head out, man. God's good, all good, understood. You feel me? And I'm out.